Good morning, everybody. It's Graham once again from Unearthed and another session of Detecting Talk. Now, I've been getting quite a few messages off individuals asking when the next Detecting Talk film is coming out, and here we are. It's been a while since I've sat here in front of the camera and spoke to you guys on this channel. It's been out detecting in the fields mainly and showing some new products. And today is going to be an interesting discussion around certain things, but I've got to keep you up to date with new things that are coming out. Now, we've got one or two messages on this Unearthed YouTube channel about, well, it's getting like a little bit of a shopping channel promoting different things. Listen, guys, we're detectorists, and we have been first and foremost still detectorists, still do the same detecting each week like I've done for many decades. But remember, also, Unearthed is a shop. Unearthed is a business. We've got to make sure we get stock accessories detectors in that you guys are interested in seeing. So although some individuals think it's a bit of a shopping channel at times, which, you know, it isn't, we've got to promote what we sell. We don't have celebrities doing it for us. We do it all off our own back. If it's good, we'll be telling you it's good. If it's rubbish, we'll tell you it's rubbish. It's as simple as that. So, you know, if you don't like the idea of this channel doing what it does, you just disappear from it and unsubscribe or whatever the word is. But I'm sure the vast majority of people out there enjoy these detecting talk sessions. It's all to do with giving you guys information I think that you deserve. Now then, first off, something very interesting. Some of you guys on this YouTube channel follow us, I should say, also on Facebook, and we're running a scheme at the moment, a new idea that I come up with earlier in the month about a find of the month scheme. So if you guys are finding nice things in the month of October, you put them on the group. I'm looking down because I want to show you something. You put them on the group and you've got a chance to win the find of the month certificate. Now there is the laminated copy of a find of the month certificate. This is pretty much a sort of a demo copy of what you're going to receive if you win it. And there'll be an image in here, hopefully, if we can get it right, of the find that you made either the coin or artifact. So you'll get one of them through the post for winning coin or artifact of the month. The admin on the Unearthed the Unearthed Facebook group, I'm getting mixed up there. The Unearthed Facebook group, the admin on there will choose the winners between us. It doesn't have to be silver or gold. It can be a really interesting artifact, bronze. It could be anything. It could be anything of interest. So don't feel like your finds aren't worthy enough to put them in for find of the month. Get them in, folks. Win one of these fantastic laminated certificates. Now then, we go one stage further. If you're a customer of Unearthed and you bought your metal detector from us and you've made a good find with it in the month of October, November, December, whenever it could be, post up a picture of the find with your detector that you've purchased, and you could win also, on top of the certificate, a find of the month so on badge that have just been made. So as you can see, find of the month winner with the Unearthed logo in the middle. You can have them patches on there like that, sew them on wherever, so you can win one of them. I think they're really cool. So there you go, that's the new find of the month scheme that's running on the Unearthed Facebook group. We're also considering doing one for this YouTube channel as well, where you could win one of these patches. I'm not 100% sure how we'd work it, but I think potentially there's an idea there. So to win win the patch and the certificate, if you're a customer of Unearthed and you bought your machine off us and you make a good find, get it on. Get your picture on of you in the machine and the find. Happy days, you could win. And we've got many of these patches, many of them. Something we do off our own back, no cost to you guys for doing it, but it's nice to give something back to use detectorists, I think. So it's a really good scheme, so embrace it. There's plenty of people putting finds of the month in already, and it'd be good to see some of your wonderful finds that you make each month and being rewarded for it. Next up, folks, as we carry on discussing new products, the digging knives are back in. Now, if you remember, we had these in stock for some time. People bought them. That's a blue one with a blue handle. The Unearthed digging knives, as you can see. And there's a red one as well, which is there. Now, we did have an initial issue with the first batch, whereas the ends weren't as strong as we first thought, so we took them out of production. We've rectified that issue, so these are going to be back on the Unearthed website fairly soon. So if you guys want them, there they are. Very tough, very durable. You ain't going to break that. Ideal for getting in amongst the roots. You find a decent field in pasture, you detect it, you dig the hole. This is a great tool for locating that object along with your pinpoint probe. Brilliant tools, great cutting tools. You can see it's got an edge on there as well. So there you go, the Unearthed digging tools back in stock. So red and blue. Now we do have other ones on the website. They're going to be phased out for these. So these are going to be in favour, whereas the other ones with the pink red handles on that we did with the bike grips, they're going to get phased out and these are going to replace them. So just for using, because we get a lot of messages about these digging knives, so you know very soon they're going to be on the Unearthed website, folks, so keep an eye out. Now, changing the subject slightly is a lot of you people would have seen the video that we put out for the Nokta Simplex a couple of weeks back. Lots and lots of interesting comments, mostly good. The machine, you know, you've got to be honest about this. It's a fantastic piece of kit. It's not been brought out to take your beloved CTX from the top spot or your Equinox or whatever it could be. This is a machine that's been developed for a really good budget, a really good price, absolutely cram-packed with features. It ticks so many boxes, it's unbelievable. Now, we sold out within 2 days. They just came in and went. There was one or two that came back, and we're going to be honest, one or two came back with issues with the coils, oversensitive, unable to use them in the wet grass. But to be honest with you, out of the whole, it was less than, I think it was less than 5% that we had back, or even less than that. We had a very, very small number that came back to us with issues. However, Nokta being as good as they are, jumped on it fairly quickly, rectified the issue, did a bit of troubleshooting, found and rectified the problem. The next batch of the Nokta Simplex machines are due back in a couple of weeks' time, a week or so's time, 2 weeks at the most. They shouldn't have any coil issues whatsoever. Nokta are a great company. They've jumped on it pretty quick and dealt with it in a professional manner. Now, as you can see, a lot of people are asking me about the Nokta Simplex. How far does it break down? And as you can see, I've got one here. There you go. That's gone down as far as we're going to get it. That's as far down as it collapses. So that is a really small package to carry around with you in the boot of your cars or whatever. As you can see, it squashes down to a really small area. Now, this is my own. I've been using it periodically on some pasture locally, and I've made some, you know, I've made some, I've been detecting on this pasture for years and years. I'm not expecting hammered coins and other bits and pieces to come up. However, I was quite impressed with the depth capabilities of this Simplex. It really does hit the targets well. Loads of nice features, like we said on the video, and it's got the big bonus of it being fully waterproof. Up here in the north, it rains more than anything else in the winter and the autumn, so these machines are going to come into their own. Fully waterproof. You can actually dive with these machines. So the Nokta Simplex, folks, just for you guys that are waiting patiently for them, due in about, you know, a week, 10 days, 2 weeks time at the most. We're going to get a larger batch than we did last time, so there's going to be more available. If people still want to pre-order them, they can ring up over the phone and purchase one to secure one. That then stops people getting disappointed and frustrated about missing out on one. So that's about as good as I can make it out, or as I can say it. So there's a Nokta Simplex. There has been a problem with the coils. It's been rectified. Nokta have jumped on it straight away, and in their wisdom, they've sorted out any issues that arisen, whatever the word is, from that first batch. Very small number of coils that had a fault. So that's the Simplex. Any questions, put it on the channel underneath this film. You're more than welcome to do so. We appreciate your input, folks. Now then, more information coming again. This is going to be a bit of an information crammed film. We have just signed an agreement, or a contract, if that's the right word, with a major magnet fishing company. Now, there's people that make magnets in the UK, and we've had them in the past with variable degree of success. Some have been half decent, some have been not so good, some have broken, some have been not as powerful as people thought. But then we got approached by this company here, which is called Magnetar. Now you can see these magnets come in these really smart little boxes, which is, I think, is brilliant. I mean, as soon as I opened the cases of these, I thought that's professional, really professionally made, better than coming in some cardboard box with a little bit of foam padded in. This actually comes with its own, almost like a little gift box with information on the back. As you can see here, this is the Classic 150. Now these magnets are small, as you can see, the Classic 150 here, but the pulling power of these things are incredible. If you fish with one of these, or some of the other models that we're going to get in from Magnetar, you'll be surprised just how good it is alongside other magnets. We've got people out there on the ground using these for us at the moment, just testing them out, because I'm not a magnet fisher. There's no point in me tying the huge rope that comes with them. As you can see, we can purchase these as well and attach them to the magnets while you're fishing, which are really handy. I don't really know what I'm doing magnet fishing, to be fair. I've been twice, bike frame, lots of rusty old iron I found, but some other interesting bits and pieces that we couldn't recognise at the start. It's far better to get the opinions of the people that know what they're doing in the magnet fishing game. So we asked them the question about these new Magnetar magnets. Their first impressions was how small they were for this particular model, but when they started fishing with them alongside others, it was amazing how much other artifacts, if that's the right word, or other objects these magnets pulled in compared to others. It's something to do with the halo effect that the magnet gives off. It draws in a bigger area, so it pulls in things better, much more efficiently than other magnets. So that's going to be one that's going to be available soon from Unearthed. That's the, again, the Classic 150. But there's many more different types of magnets. Now this is a lot heavier. I can feel this in, you know, there's a big weight difference here. And this is the Classic 350. So the 350 will be 350 kilograms in pulling power. But believe me, it will attract objects that higher rated magnets will miss. Believe me, these are the dogs, you know what I'm going to say, in the magnet world. And they're going to be, you know, people for Christmas. These are a great gift. We can add other accessories. There's magnet protectors available to go in them, like a sleeve, so they don't get damaged or broken or whatever the word is. A little tab there, you pull that out, the magnet's in there, all neatly boxed in. So there's that one, and of course, you know, they do go, as you can see here, this is the beauty. Now this is called the hardcore magnet. This is one of their best that they make, and there is others out there. You know, these are professional magnets that people fish with. So if you guys want any more information, keep an eye out on our Unearthed website very soon. The prices and the products will be on there. We get asked for magnets all the time. We can't, up until that point, supply too many people with them, but now we can. You know, let's be honest. If people are asking for things, let's get them in. Let's show them on the Unearthed YouTube channel. It's not a shopping channel. It's just it's for me to show you guys what products we're getting in. So I get quite prickly about being called a shopping channel. It's nothing like that. We don't have celebrities or anybody out plugging our bits and pieces. We like to show these from us direct. So that's the hardcore. That's a big box, well presented again, and we'll probably do another video in the future actually showcasing these magnets. And who knows, we could probably do a film in the future of us magnet fishing, because there's loads of rivers around here and other areas for us to fish off in different marks, different locations. I'm going to put them down there out of the way. So there you can see a lot going on. The magnets, the knives, find of the month, information about the Simplex. It's all to do with giving you guys the right information. No point in me sitting here waffling on and saying, oh, we're getting this and that in stock, but not physically showing you on film. Waste of time. So let me know what you think. It's been a long time since we've done one of these detecting talk films. There's a heck of a lot going on. We're not going to be able to discuss it straight away, but just remember as well, for you guys that are Unearthed customers that bought your machines and saw such like from us, there is a dig coming up very soon. It's almost full because they just get full as soon as I advertise them. It's going to be the 3rd of November, which is a Sunday, up by Hadrian's Wall. We've got an organised dig. So just to let you know, folks, there's a lot of people already with their names down. I think there's 4 or 5 places still available for you guys that are buying your machines from us. It's our way of saying thank you for the custom that you bring, and it's our way opening up a bit of land for you guys to have a decent day's detecting. So keep an eye out for that. There'll be a film very soon on that particular day. Anything else I've probably forgot because we're that busy at the moment, but there will be another one of these detecting films coming up very soon, so keep your eyes peeled. There's some interesting information coming out there. Next up, we'll probably just be discussing a new metal detector that's going to be coming on the market in a few months, and that's the C-Scope Evo 6000. I find that very interesting. I like the look of it. It'd be great opportunity for us to test it on the Unearthed test bed, but let's see if we can get some information sheets and specifications